when women social activists asked men to stand up for their rights. But this time, we will do it by ourselves.
It never happens by themselves.
The more I've spoken about feminism, the more I have realised that fighting for women's rights has too often become synonymous with man-hating. If there is one thing I know for certain, it is that this has to stop.
Listen, gender is something we assign to care about if we are perfectly sane-minded. If our gender is good, we see nothing wrong with society and we live on this common life that male gender is always good in cultures, but women is a pride that too much is create feelings of superiority. I question sometimes why my gender experience on earth more free than the average equally attractive female. I support no bondage on women. If not put them in a position of power, then in their hands, which Islam disagrees with, at least put some power in their hand. Let women with Athena work voice so they can have a representative in a country that cares. And if it can't start with a man, but one day he gonna have to hear from a woman.
Spoken about feminism, the more I have realised that fighting for women's rights has too often become synonymous with man-hating. If there is one thing I know for certain, it is that this has to stop.
It's men who love y'all and want y'all to be free. Hold on, don't hate on, it's a trap style beat. What kind of man takes from a man if they need the food to eat? If you get lost back to a crooked dude, or once a convict like me, why every woman can't be you and me? The average woman feels in bondage. Maybe not a selfish America, women disclaim a foe. Y'all making y'all life who put these roles in the sea. They already forgot one day they wasn't as free, because it wasn't in their life, but it's the life of the women acting real with themselves. Some laws designed for things start with Women Day. You got a gay pride day, more than a woman holiday. No women holy. I don't think why is that my mind say try. They tried in America. Let them women make money more than what some women wanna earn. They keep give a woman holiday. I represent a change for women to be free like me. Just like a work day, it feels good to be set free. Men should support their trusty women to be set freedoms, to feel pride of humanity. I do the song for women empowerment, though. Song saint for the women, the jealous of a man. And I'm a feminist at heart. Sorry I grew up with girls' rights. It wasn't for the wicked or chick. I would fully support a woman. They was working hard, doing stuff that they had to do. So after some men really look at like what a woman gotta stress over, like they don't think like that. It's for a man to stress over. How can I get a woman to feel free and not be in a position of power? I know some people depend on Islam. I love if the law stopped with the USA. I can believe a bad bitch forgot to include me. It may be ghetto how I speak, but I made money with me. I don't use a girl, I use women to get me. I like to say with the right laws and regulations, girls can be free and feel free. So in order to care, you gotta feel a woman pain. More activists sometimes it's deadly. America just don't know about the sacrifices, the radicals. I know it's women doing good like Ivanka, Oprah Winfrey, Amanda Nagazi. Not to forget lost causes. Nikki make them regress. Too much niggeristic qualities. She low down. They almost threw it down. I like Ellen. She do a lot of good and she gay. Michelle Obama good too. Hillary Clinton tries, it's some foreign when I would live too, but haven't seen them in my eye. They songs could like the point of view. I like the women that are nurses and doctors, do their part with masters in doctrine. I I like the parts, but support me, cause I'm not betraying you. For you, piece of meat. It's some women that would cross y'all freedoms for a seat with the dudes. I got my laws that says free. A woman also do a lot. I thank God she free to shine some inspiration on me.
Perfection is a disease of a nation. Shine the light on whatever's worst. Try to fix something, but you can't fix what you can't see. It's the soul that needs a surgery.
You want to make money with my dream? These laws of women progression and happiness. Take it like you wanna. Use some, but it's always better. Or even sometimes use all and add on to them with ideas. 1. If it's really about women not cheating and men not desiring other men and women, they could wear a covering uniform, but they should be allowed to go places safe. But police are in bazaars and women could drive and be safe. While they shop, one person allowed to shop for a family unless it's older women and a little girl. Men make it. Another one. Women, if you don't trust them all to be free, women should be allowed to be elected to be free with a certain ring so they can go places. It should be police securing areas anyway, so your husband, even things don't work out. If she was a good woman, she could be free. That's how blacks, because it was easy for some blacks, the slaves that were good, so they got set free before the Emancipation Proclamation and the end of segregation. Another one, every year new cycle of girls or one-time girls hear the reason and the reasons that were against y'all, but I believe they just ain't have the right precautionary laws. Another one, maybe this a barter. Y'all can have girls accept girls who work for the government, especially let girls with Athena work, and they could give up their rights to voodoo for their freedom, and they would do it feeling like they did their country good and keep the babies unaware of voodoo. Another one, give one woman a voice, at least one woman a voice that always had God's blessing of getting her opinion out there, or that always stuck out to you, the world leader that night be calling. I believe personally God blesses you early if you do extreme good for the world in your life. Most of the time. Another one, allow more women live in the correct way on television and put into the brains. Let trendy women for good. It can start with women fixing problems more on television. I believe it's problems governments face, that some problems a woman had a good idea or a starter idea, but God wanted her in a position, so he puts her as a wife or a girl you had to keep around. Another one, women should always be allowed to do more. The rest of ideas is in search of facts, just everything that is bad, make an effort to stack up introductory and maintenance laws. It's good girls make 38 billion laws for America. That is good. So actually, they make 38 trillion and have 99 million ideas a year accepted. It's not all ghetto messes of Queen Yell built their ideas of every woman. You could introduce school, even if it had to be a separate school for men and women, and maybe introduce them to a monitor school ball with equal men and women, and let them draft out by choice the future couples and marriages. As a thought where it could start. These are some of my ideas. What are yours? Thank God. I was aware.